In 2023, global challenges tested the resilience of economies worldwide. Yet, the African continent stood strong. Adversities have not deterred us, but instead have strengthened our resolve. Despite the overall economic slowdown, 15 countries posted output expansion of more than 5%, and Africa retained its position as the fastest growing economy after Asia, with real GDP growth close to the global average of 3.2%. The African Development Bank stepped up to the challenge, helping member countries stabilize public debt and attain robust economic recovery across Africa. The bank's financing impact spans every corner of Africa. East Africa received the largest share, 29%, followed by West Africa, 28%. North Africa garnered 19% of approvals, Southern Africa 18%, and Central Africa 6%. 1% of the approvals went to multi-regional projects. Through the lens of the High Five priorities, approvals for 2023 reached $10.6 billion, 30% higher than the previous year. Light Up and Power Africa saw approvals skyrocket to $1.24 billion, up 76%. This was 12% of total approvals. Since the 2016 approval of the New Deal on Energy for Africa, the bank has increased the share of renewable energy in its generation investments for the whole portfolio from 56% to 87%.
Here I learned a lot of things. I gained a lot of experience from the people, the other engineers, the different culture of the companies that I worked with. So it's really amazing. And when you feel that you are important here and all the management appreciate your work, this is a very good feeling.
The Feed Africa priority approvals reached $787 million. This 56% dip from 2022 was the result-created African Emergency Food Production Facility.
Project bi moo ñu indil ganaar yi moo ñu indil bagage yi ñu leen naanee drinkers yi moo ñu indil lekkukaay yi ñoo ñu indil garab yi ñoo ñu indil lekki ganaar yi lépp daal ñun daal ganaar yi.
Industrialize Africa hit $2.93 billion in approvals, a 37% increase. This year, the bank increased its support to regional member countries to help them access financing to fuel their industrialization.
Des formations sur du management avancé et sur les planifications opérationnelles pour la production, des formations en finance et surtout nous ouvrir les yeux sur les standards internationaux de travail sur lesquels on devait axer nos entreprises.
Approvals for Integrate Africa nearly doubled to $2.95 billion, including 21 multinational or multi-regional projects, thus enhancing connectivity across the continent. This was by far the largest approval experience for this High Five priority.
Before the construction of the road and the bridge, 20 or 30 vehicles was crossing at a time. Now almost hundreds or more than that is crossing now. It has provided more chance for the drivers to earn more passengers. So this is why it is very groovy in the morning, as you can see. Sometimes you can see these Guineans also, Guinea-Bissau, Conakry, they are all using this highway. It's an international road.
To improve the quality of life for the people of Africa, $2.87 billion were approved, focusing on, among others, water and sanitation, economic governance, and human and social development.
haddii uusan gurigu biyo lahayn wax tirtiran maysid wax dhaqal maysid wax karsan maysid biyuhu waa nolosha guriga koobu nolosha ugu horeysa oo guriga.
The bank provided regional member countries with the financing urgently needed to sustain post-pandemic recovery. As a result, approvals for sovereign operations increased by 42% in 2023 over 2022 to reach $9.07 billion. The bank's development interventions supported the evolving needs of our clients through transformative operations and innovative financing solutions. Guarantees for sovereign operations climbed to $2.29 billion in 2023, an 11-fold increase over 2022 and by far the highest level since the bank started offering guarantees in 2000. The bank and other development partners continue to leverage and use public capital to crowd in private capital. Africa's commitment to a future of renewable energy led to climate finance approvals totaling $5.77 billion, of which 47% was for mitigation finance and 53% for adaptation finance. 97% of 2023 approvals were based on climate-informed designs, up from 77% in 2016. The bank's aim is to reach 100% by end of 2025. The volume of active co-financing surged to $3.82 billion, an increase of 112% over 2022. In November 2023, the Africa Investment Forum resulted in 51 non-boardroom deals valued at $18.4 billion. The bank launched the Public Finance Management Academy, graduating its first cohort of 51 trainees from 26 countries. These future leaders are strengthening financial and debt management across Africa.
So learned about one of the debt managers being assigned to another country to assist them set up their debt management office. So we would like to see more of this.
The bank's dedication to evidence-based knowledge resulted in the launch of the inaugural edition of Africa's Macroeconomic Performance and Outlook, a publication offering forward-looking forecasts to inform policymakers and investors on emerging macroeconomic developments in Africa. This complements the flagship publication African Economic Outlook. The bank's overall financial performance improved significantly. The bank saw a notable increase in revenue, reaching $2.32 billion, a substantial rise from the $1.03 billion recorded in 2022. A strong financial performance and sound financial and risk management enabled the bank to maintain its AAA rating. As we mark one more year of impactful progress, we eagerly look forward to celebrating the 60th anniversary, commemorating 6 decades of transformative development.